Hello everybody and welcome to Flutter series. In the previous lesson we learned how Flutter draws the screen using widgets and data. In this lesson we will finally make the application interactive. We will press a button and change what we see on the screen. So what does interactive mean? An interactive application reacts to user actions. For example, a button click, a swipe, a text input. In Flutter, interaction usually means changing data. So again, to our main method, we will start from exactly where we stopped. Let's talk about state. State is data that can change while the application is running. So for example, a counter number, a checkbox value, a logged in user, a list from the internet. If data can change, it is state. So why stateless widget is not enough? Our home page right now is currently a stateless widget. That means its data cannot change. To change data, we need a stateful widget. Before converting to stateful, think about stateless widget as, for example, the styling of a unique label, or think about it as a box that contains some information that are not going to be changed from either the user or the application. For example, a stateless widget could be the policies of an application in a specific setting because these policies are not going to be changed unless the application wants to change them. So because the state is not the data cannot be changed, in order to ensure that the application or the user should not change them, instead of stateful we make it a stateless widget. In the future we will see more examples and you will be more comfortable with both of them. For now we are going to change this to stateful. Then we need to override state, create state, and we are going to write it with a lambda expression. It's going to be the home page state, and then we close this. Now we are going to make the page class which extends a state of type home page. Inside here we will say int counter equals 0, and then in the build method again we will keep the scaffold, we will keep the application bar, we will keep the center, but for the text we're going to write counter and $sign counter to point to our variable. Then for the style we're going to make it a little bit bigger, and then below here we will also add floating button. Here we're going to assign a method, and as a child is going to be a const icon from icons library add. Okay, and then in the end we need to create the void increment counter which will set the state to counter plus plus. I see a typo. Ah, yeah, we need to remove const. Okay, so as we mentioned, StatefulWidget allows data to change. Counter is our state. The text widget uses this data. When the button is pressed, increment counter runs, and setState tells to Flutter that, oh, something changed. The counter value is incremented by 1. So, when the setState is called, Flutter has to rebuild the screen. Let's check it in action. Also, the const keyword is a keyword that is used a lot in Flutter. Why is it used? Because the const keyword tells to Flutter that this text is always going to be lesson 1. But, for example, this text, since it contains the counter variable, cannot be const. It should be like this because the value inside here, it can be changed by the user. So here, when I press this button, even we don't see it, the whole screen is rebuilt. Basically, our widget is rebuilt. And since right now this widget is our whole screen, the whole screen is rebuilt, but we cannot see it. So every time that I press the button, data changes, Flutter rebuilds the UI, and the screen updates. So Flutter in general works like this. The user interacts, the data changes, setState is called, build runs again, and the screen updates. We will add one more button to reinforce the idea, but this is going to be in the next lesson. What setState also is not doing. SetState does not redraw the whole application. It rebuilds only the affected widget tree. It's simple but powerful. So in the next lesson, we will clearly compare stateless widget and stateful widget, and you will finally understand when to use each of them. So until next time, see you!